Fuck Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the worst country in the world. Not Iran, not Cuba, and not even North Korea. Let's explain what's going on. Saudi Arabia, the country where 15 of the 19 hijackers came from, and also the main guy behind it, is now planning on opposing a 9/11 bill. A bill which simply allows victims of 9/11 to sue governments for supplying and supporting terrorism. A bill which does not even hold them responsible for 9/11. It is a bill which is supported by people from Chuck Schumer and Al Franken to John Cornyn and Ted Cruz. Yet Obama is going to oppose the bill with the support of both the Democratic candidates. Why is Obama bowing down to the Saudi king? Why does his predecessor hold hands with the same fucker? Why was the bin Laden family evacuated by the Bush administration? Why is it that the executive branch of the US always literally bows down to and holds hands with this vile quote ally? Let's discuss some facts about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is horrible to women.
Women who have been raped are sentenced as adulterers and whipped, which Saudi Arabia defends as a legal tradition. Saudi Arabia is also the source of considerable human trafficking, with huge numbers of people from Asia and Africa held involuntarily as servants or laborers. Many women are kidnapped and sent into Saudi Arabia as prostitutes, including children who are forced into sexual slavery.
Here are 11 things you can't do in Saudi Arabia as a woman. Go anywhere without a mahram. Drive because it will damage your ovaries. Wear clothes and makeup which show off your beauty. Makes sense as the princes somehow love hookers. Interact with men. Compete freely. Swim. Try clothes when shopping. Enter a cemetery. Read an uncensored magazine. And buy a Barbie doll. Saudi Arabia is horrible to gay people.
Additionally, the country actively discriminates against gay, lesbian, and transgender people by imposing punishments ranging from fines to flogging to the death penalty.
They arrested 4 men for simply living as couples. They want to execute gay people who want to show their sexuality in public and online. Saudi Arabia is horrible to religious minorities. You can't build a church there, and never mind synagogues. Saudi Arabia exports terrorism. They funded Al-Qaeda, now they're funding ISIS. So why the fuck did they get cluster bombs then? Moreover, why is the West so complacent when it comes to this vile nation? The US has sanctions on places like Iran, Libya, Lebanon, but what about Saudi Arabia? The US supported overthrowing secular governments in Iraq, Egypt, and Libya, but what about Saudi Arabia? In all these cases, Saudi Arabia is infinitely worse than when it comes to anything the West values, whether it be individual rights or human decency. There is this great article titled saying, "Saving the Saudis," which gives clear definitive examples which questions the ties the Bush administration had with the Saudi elites. Iran is a bad country. Assad is a bad leader. Saudi Arabia is infinitely worse. It's a vile country, it's a vile nation. Fuck Saudi Arabia.